Hail, noble seekers of the cosmic expanse. Welcome, then, to this hallowed sanctuary, where tales from the boundless realms of the multiverse are whispered unto those who earnestly seek. I am thy Lorekeeper, and in each tale we explore, we journey through untold realms and ageless wisdoms. Join us, and together we shall traverse the infinite wonders of existence. Now, let the tale of this day unfurl in the ever-expanding cosmos as we set forth upon this ethereal odyssey. Gather close, noble seekers, and let not the darkness deter you. As the pale moon casts ghostly shadows over the Himalayas' snow-clad embrace, I shall weave a tale that drifts at the very cusp of wonder and trepidation. For amidst the cold and silence, the specter of the Yeti waits. In distant lands, it is whispered of as the abominable Snowman, a creature poised precariously between reality and the ethereal. While many a brave soul has ventured forth, speaking of fleeting encounters, shadows, as they are wont to do, often betray. And for every tale that carries the ring of truth, myriad illusions mock the seeker. Yet, in the heart of these ancient peaks, the legend's pulse remains undying, its beats echoing with tales both fascinating and fearful. The Yeti's elusive nature, these whispered tales of encounters, might not be unique to the Himalayas, for there are those who draw parallels to another legendary being from a distant land, North America's own Bigfoot. Could it be possible, noble seekers, that these are not separate entities, but rather kindred spirits? Distinct manifestations of the same enigma, separated only by geography. A tantalizing thought, indeed. Dare now to envision, noble seekers, an imposing figure, its fur as pristine as the first winter's snow, eyes gleaming with an ancient and perhaps malevolent wisdom, and teeth that promise tales of terror. The Yeti, with its myriad guises, ranges from the elusive Rangshim to the foreboding specter of the Nyalmo. Yet the term Yeti, translating to Rocky Bear, is but a whisper amidst its cacophony of legends. Traverse these lands, and names like Mitch, Du, Te, and Migoy arise from the abyss, each shrouded in its own enigma, each echoing tales of encounters that send shivers down one's spine. And of the name, Abominable Snowman, it carries with it an eerie tale of serendipity. When, in 1921, Lieutenant Colonel Charles Howard Berry chanced upon footprints that seemed not of this world, he little knew the web of shadows and whispers he'd cast, ensnaring the world's fearful imagination. But heed this warning, noble seekers, beyond these towering sentinels, tales of even more unsettling entities echo. Consider the Chuchuna of Siberia's darkened woods, akin in mystery to our Yeti, but bearing its own brand of dread. Stay your course, noble seekers, as we delve deeper. The Himalayas, with their enigmatic allure, beckon us closer to their heart, and the Yeti, whether shadow or sentinel, invites us into its haunting embrace. Noble seekers, as we tread further into the tapestry of time, the enigma deepens. Before the golden spires of Buddhism kissed the azure skies, the mountains whispered their own tales. Within the cradle of these towering peaks, the Lepcha of the Himalayas cast their gazes upon the glacier being, the revered Yeti. It was not merely a creature of curiosity, but a godly presence, an overseer of hunts and guardian of secrets. In their eyes, the Yeti was not a myth, but a spiritual force, one that intertwined with their every existence. And as we voyage to the realm of the Bien, a faith older than the very winds that sweep these mountains, the Yeti, or the Myra god, the wild man, is seen in a different hue. It wasn't simply a being lurking in the shadows, but a creature whose blood held potency, a sacrament vital to their arcane rituals. Imagine, if you dare, a ceremony bathed in the moonlight with chants and rhythms echoing through the valleys, all empowered by the essence of this elusive creature. When Buddhism graced these lands, one might have expected the tales of the Yeti to fade into obscurity. But such was the Yeti's ethereal hold that it found itself woven into the very threads of this new faith. In the eyes of Buddhism, the Yeti became a Tairagyoni, a being poised between man and the divine. Tales whispered of Yetis with their mournful and enigmatic whistles seeking spiritual truths, transforming from mere legends to disciples on a sacred path. Venture into Tibet, noble seekers, and the Yeti continues its silent vigil. Carved effigies of this guardian spirit stood as sentinels, warding off forces that threatened the sanctity of homes and hearts. However, beneath the veneration lay a thread of fear, for to witness a Yeti in its full majesty was not just awe-inspiring. Those who found themselves in the gaze of this creature often felt a shadow upon their fate. Driven by dread and reverence, they would immerse in acts of charity, prayers, and piety, hoping to divert the tide of impending doom. Ah, noble seekers, as the tides of time flowed into the 19th century, the shrouded figure of the Yeti seemed to step closer from the veil of myth into the flickering light of human curiosity. In this age of budding exploration, where the world was unveiling itself in fragments, the Himalayas still echoed with age-old mysteries. The Yeti, its guardian and sentinel, continued its dance of revelation and concealment, never truly stepping into the clear light of understanding. Among those who tread these paths, B.H. Hodgson emerges from the annals. As documented in the Journal of the Asiatic Society of Bengal, Hodgson, during a sojourn in northern Nepal, experienced a moment that would mark his memory for eternity. As the silence of the majestic landscape surrounded him, a sudden flurry of excitement coursed through his guides. Before their very eyes stood a vision, an imposing bipedal figure, swathed in long, dark hair, a silhouette against the stark whiteness. But as swiftly as it appeared, sensing the gaze of mortal men, it vanished, leaving only a lingering enigma. Hodgson, with the weight of the legends he'd heard and the shadowed glimpse he'd witnessed, postulated that perhaps the creature was akin to an orangutan. It was an attempt, one can surmise, to find familiarity in the mysterious. Yet, Hodgson was not alone in his quest. Enter Lawrence Waddell, another seeker who, in the waning moments of the 19th century, found himself beholding peculiar footprints in the virgin snow. The impressions seemed to him like the tracks of a massive bear. But his local guide, a whisperer of ancient tales, painted a different picture. The imprints, he said, were the signatures of a towering ape-like behemoth. As Waddell lent his ears to these tales, the rationalist within him wrestled with wonderment. He sought tangible evidence, an authentic case, as one might put it, but the ethereal nature of these stories eluded concrete proof. Each thread of hope, each narration seemed to wisp away, much like the mists that shroud these very mountains. Thus, noble seekers, the 19th century unfurled a tapestry of intrigue and skepticism. Questions arose, shadows flickered, and yet the core enigma of the Yeti remained, a puzzle poised for the eager minds of the morrows yet to dawn. Ah, noble seekers, let me whisk you away into the very core of the 20th century, an epic teeming with fervor, a period where the eyes of the West turned keenly towards the snowy Himalayan embrace. As explorers charted courses into these untamed wilds, their quest wasn't just for peaks, but for the enigma that whispered through valleys and echoed amidst the alabaster expanses, the Yeti. In 1925, the snowy stillness bore witness to a tale that would etch itself into history. Anna Tombazi, a revered member of the Royal Geographical Society, and not just a mere photographer, chronicled a remarkable encounter near the Zemu Glacier. Picture this, noble seekers, a humanoid figure, poised against the vast expanse, enthralled by the dwarf rhododendron bushes. Its footprints, though akin to our own, seemed diminutive, hinting at its bipedal nature. This very glacier, as if ensnared by the aura of the Yeti, drew the gaze of John Hunt and Pasang Sherpa in 1937. Their discovery of cryptic footprints plunged many into debates, as scholars and skeptics alike grappled with the enigma they presented. Then, in the shadowed corridors of 1944, C.R. Cookie, his wife, and their retinue chanced upon footprints that defied conventional wisdom. Their singular shape, especially the disposition of the toes, stoked the flames of curiosity. These weren't just footprints. They were tantalizing whispers of a greater puzzle. With the 1950s on the horizon, the world's fascination swelled. Think, noble seekers, of the famed Eric Shipton and his audacious Everest foray. His photographs of perplexing footprints jolted the scientific realms, igniting passionate debates and skeptics' rebuttals alike. It wasn't long before luminaries like Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay etched their tales into the Yeti's tapestry. Even though Hillary later tempered his claims, their stature and their narratives gave gravitas to the Yeti's chronicles. Ah, the mid-1950s, a time of ventures and voracious quests. The Daily Mail's Snowman expedition surged forth, and from its depths emerged a relic, a scalp from Pangbosh. The enigma of its hairs left even eminent scholars, like Professor Frederick Wood Jones, at a crossroad. Enter Tom Slick in 1957, whose revelations spurred none other than the U.S. government to act, setting forth regulations for their own in the Yeti's pursuit. Yet, the winds of the 60s brought Sir Edmund Hillary's rigorous quest to demystify the Yeti. Their findings? Echoes of known creatures, like the Sero, mingled with the Yeti's legacy. Noble seekers, as the latter half of the century unfolded, the frequency of these encounters ebbed, but the aura never waned. The 1983 Taylor-Fleming expedition stoked the embers, revealing footprints and tales of elusive bears. Thus, as the curtain of the 20th century descended, the Yeti, in its timeless dance, remained ensconced in shadows, parts of its legend unraveled. Yet many facets failed, beckoning us, noble seekers, into the millennium that awaited. Ah, noble seekers, brace yourselves as we embark upon the dawn of a new era, the 21st century, a period resplendent with innovation and wonder, where the echoes of past legends converged with the harbingers of modern discovery. Amidst this symphony, the eternal ballad of the Yeti soared to new crescendos. In 2004, the Chronicles of the Yeti received an illustrious nod. Henry Key, steward of the revered Nature Journal, cast a spotlight on the discovery of Homo floresiensis, a species cloaked in the annals of time. By invoking this revelation, Guy proposed a tantalizing possibility. Perhaps legends such as the Yeti bore fragments of truth, deserving not derision but earnest scientific scrutiny. Imagine, noble seekers, the snow-kissed expanses of Nepal in December 2007. Television presenter Joshua Gates, on a sojourn for destination truth, stumbled upon footprints reminiscent of the Yeti's age-old descriptions. Dr. Jeffrey Meldrum, a luminary in anthropology, delved deep into these prints, unearthing unique traits. Furthermore, Gates presented hair samples, and their analysis whispered of an elusive DNA strand, one which defied categorization. Yet the story unfolds further. In 2008, strands of mystery from northeast India's Garo Hills were put to the test. Initial scrutiny left many puzzled, but Ian Redmond, a guardian of ape lore, discerned eerie similarities between these and specimens from Hillary's bygone era. Alas, subsequent revelations tied them to the Himalayan Goro. In 2010, China's enigmatic Sheningjia forestry district, already woven into Yeti tales of yore, beckoned seekers anew. The dense foliage whispered secrets, and many endeavored to listen. 2011, a year of both bold proclamations and swirling doubts. From Russia, tales emerged of the Yeti's very existence, teetering on the brink of confirmation. Yet, Meldrum, a pillar in Yeti lore, cast a shadow of doubt, hinting at possible theatrics. That very year, a tale erupted from Russia's vastness, of a creature, bear-like yet upright, a figure sketched in both awe and fear. The world watched with bated breath, but as the tale unraveled, many deemed it but a fleeting illusion. Yet, noble seekers, even as the passage of time sought to blur the Yeti's imprints, 2019 ushered in a new chapter. Near the Makalu base camp, an Indian Army team unveiled footprints of an astonishing magnitude, reigniting debates and passions worldwide. Thus, as the currents of the 21st century weave their tale, the Yeti, emblematic of the undying embers of human wonder, beckons us. Like the towering Himalayas, it challenges our very essence, urging us, noble seekers, to always delve deeper into the enigma that is the unknown. Noble seekers, as we draw this chilling odyssey to its close, the snow-laden trails of the Himalayas linger in our thoughts. The Yeti, with its spectral presence, has led us through an enigmatic dance of legends and truths. But amidst the frosty echoes, another shadow emerges, whispering from the dense forests of North America, Bigfoot. While oceans apart, one cannot help but wonder if their tales might converge. Could they be distant echoes of one another, united by an ancient lineage lost to time? Such musings, while tantalizing, serve to emphasize the vast mysteries our world still holds. The Yeti, a sentinel of the Himalayas, stands as a testament to our ever-burning curiosity, urging us to peer into the unknown. Let this journey remind you, within the realm of myths lie veiled truths, and sometimes the pursuit of these tales uncovers more than just legends. As the mountain mists rise, the Yeti remains, its haunting presence a beacon forever calling us to seek, explore, and wonder. As our chronicle draws to its close, remember, noble souls, that the multiverse's wonders are boundless and eternal. Seek wisdom, embrace wonder, and journey forth with hearts aflame. Fear not the unknown, for in every corner of existence, new tales await. If thou found this journey enlightening, a like and subscribe shall suffice to continue our cosmic odysseys. And should thy appetite for ethereal knowledge remain unsated, venture forth into the annals of our library. Other cosmic chronicles await thy curious gaze. Until we meet again in the endless expanse of the multiverse, I bid thee farewell, and may your dreams be filled with the mysteries of the cosmos, under the watchful eye of thy Lorekeeper.